Good twilight everyone, welcome back to your beloved Drawback chess speedrun series, the only series with a perfect 100% win rate in the entire world. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. Today we're climbing from 6100 to 6200 rating points. Botez Gambit. At the start of turn 11, you must not have a queen, and your opponent must have a queen. Ha! Little did they know, this is actually my favorite gambit. Reveal drawback to opponent. e4. e5. Bishop c4. The easiest way for my opponent to progress is that he can just sacrifice his queen and then survive the game for 11 moves. And he chose not to do it. Okay, since he spent like 15 seconds on that move, so I don't think it is because he doesn't understand my drawback, but it has to be related to his drawback. I have never seen any drawback that straight up prevents a queen from moving, but there is a drawback that forces the king to always have a piece defending it at all times, and since his queen is the only piece defending the king, he couldn't move her. d4. There isn't enough information to make a conclusion, but that idea just randomly came to me during the game. Therefore, since his knight is also defending his king, I'll make his knight move away from f6. Knight takes c4. Queen f3. Attacking the knight while also preparing for a potential queen sack when the time comes. d4. I don't have time for a move like retreating the bishop, and even though I can sacrifice my queen now to see if my theory is true, it is too risky as he can still sacrifice his queen from here to move 11 and I'll lose to my own drawback. D takes c5 instead. Knight g5. Aha! Bishop takes g5. What a good chance to see if his queen can move. And she can. There is queen c1, a very dangerous threat, but again it is still very early to make a queen sack. So I guess I'll let his queen come in and then survive until my queen sacrifice when the time comes. This is going very wrong very quickly. Bishop takes d5. What's just happened? Your opponent lost due to their drawback. Your opponent's drawback was paranoid. Your king must always be defended. You must be able to recapture if it were captured, or you lose. Aha! I see. So I perfectly guessed his drawback, but was too hesitant to make the finishing blow by sacrificing my queen. I'm not a coward, obviously nobody should do anything like that. Delete your comment right now. Second game, let's go. Icthiophobe, you can't make the move that Stockfish would make. I have played these games before. Reveal drawback to opponent. My opponent immediately counter-revealed. Homeland security. If your opponent moves into your 16 starting squares, you lose. I win. e5. Threatening queen h4, forking 2 squares on the second rank. He played h4 himself. I should have gone e6 instead of e5, but it's fine. Bishop c5. He blocks my bishop. Queen f6. He won't have time to take my bishop. Knight f3. Knight c6. D takes c5. Knight b4. I win. This gives me a massive atomic chess vibe. I also have an atomic chess speedrun, super fun variant, so check them out if you're interested in aggressive fast-paced games. Third game, let's go. Out of breath. You can only move your king once. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Reveal drawback to opponent. Since my king can only move once, of course I'm not going to castle in this game. e6. My opponent counter-revealed. Ladies first, you can only move your king if you moved your queen on the previous move. Aha! I see this is a pretty fair game. Queen h4. If his drawback restricts his king's activity, of course I'll try to give him a melee check. Queen f3 is kinda forced. Knight c6. Bishop e3. Knight b4. Knight a3. These one move threats ain't going anywhere. Now I know this guy is also very decent at chess. Knight f6. c3. Knight back. e5. Queen e4. I'll sacrifice my knight to trade queens. Without the queen, His king can never move again. Of course he avoids it. Knight d5. Knight f3. Knight f4. Knight f4 is such a beautiful move, it literally froze everything on his side of the board. Queen d2. Take b6. Preparing bishop a6 to remove his bishop from controlling d3, and he cannot take my bishop because it allows knight g2 check, winning the game. Knight g5. Knight takes g2. I should have taken with the queen, what am I doing? Bishop takes g2. Queen takes g2. He didn't move his queen. That blunders a king. Queen takes f1. Resignation. Drawback chess speed run today. 300% win rate.